Hello and welcome.
Good evening, good afternoon.
My name is Alex and it's time to take a look at game week number 14, and also I made a transfer, and also I am regretting my decision of going early with the transfer. Maybe this one is also a bad decision. So essentially I took a -4 hit because there were news about Isak's injury. Although Jota returned twice as many points, and there is obviously -4 hit for that player. Nicholas Jackson didn't even play. Buema came in. And that was very underwhelming, of course, and I didn't nail the captaincy. I went with the flow, didn't believe that Salah will be producing such a haul again, away from home, against the team that beaten Arsenal. I don't know, man, but Newcastle are very unpredictable team, and also they're very strong at home. I'm not sure if I really need to now to knee-jerk summon of my attackers to Isak again, but definitely Isak has fantastic fixtures. Like, look, I have still Lewis Hall. It's Leicester at home, then Ipswich, then Villa, then Manchester United. So if Leicester are getting that new manager bounce, maybe I wouldn't really be regretting that I sold Isak, because maybe Leicester restricting them to like only 1 or 2 goals scored, and hopefully that it's not only not Isak who is returning in those games. But realistically, this is how my team looks like. The new transfer, differential as well, with fantastic fixtures. After watching the almost the entirety of the game against Tottenham, I can say that Bournemouth are the real deal, and I'm regretting that I only have one Bournemouth player in my team. So essentially, if João Pedro and Brighton will continue losing games, and if they won't perform against Leicester away, I may as well get rid of him. And it's good that I didn't triple up on Brighton. Some people are suggesting that you need to buy Brighton defenders. I don't know where this stems from. Where do you see the clean sheets in this team? It's very bad. And that all the downhill started after their insane performance against Man City. So you cannot even treat Man City games against the 4-time Premier League in a row winner as a lakmus paper, like an indicator of whether the players that performed well against them are good, because they weren't. And João Pedro is one of those players that is on the fraud watch for me. Just after bringing him for 2 game weeks. Yes, I am a knee-jerk maestro like this, but they have a very easy run of fixtures, and if he's not delivering in the first or second game, I will probably be selling him for Evan Nielsen, for instance, right? So someone from Bournemouth, or maybe I'm gonna be bringing back Isak, maybe even Cheeky Watkins, because Southampton, Nottingham Forest, yes, there's Man City and United, but you know what? Watkins is a player that can be returning against Man City as well, especially at home. You don't know if that's bounce for Man City players, and that's actually good. What I was really tempted to go and buy Trent or Gabriel for a hit, and none of them. Actually, you know what? Trent would have been a good idea, because Trent came on and he scored. He assisted twice, so he got 2 points more, or like 1 point more than Guardiola with his performance, just a clean sheet. Guardiola had chances to score a goal, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be selling him right now. The team looks like this. I'm most likely going to be capturing Salah, but there is a chance that I'm going to be going differential. Let's take a look at other Premier League players' teams, like real Premier League players. Mo Salah with 58 points and 900 rank, and he is captaining himself, which is carrying his game week, in fact. His situation on the bench is very questionable. Why is he benching Saka? The problem is that he's actually active. I was like wondering if he's just stopped playing just because he didn't make... Oh, he did... Wait, he had a lot of transfers. So Mo Salah is one of those fantasy managers who is hoarding transfers. I was like, how is he making 2 transfers and now 3 transfers and not getting any hits? But yeah, the idea for him is he's getting rid of Saliba just because he thinks that he is injured, like for real, and bringing in Calafiori, getting rid of Johnson, like a defender Johnson, and Calafiori benched. I think he started him, but he apparently is injured. So Mo Salah, I wouldn't really necessarily be using these transfer decisions as like some kind of an indicator whether you should be knee-jerking these players into your team. Trent, bro, like, this is the epitome of not doing anything, not fixing anything that isn't broken. Brother has captaincy on Salah by default, has Saliba in his team, and casually is outplaying me now. Now his rank is higher than mine. Insane, 96 points in an abandoned team. Just leave Mo Salah captaincy till the end of the season and see what happens. It just not a financial advice. I'll be investing in some other players and captaining some other players from time to time. But I think if I was captaining Salah since the beginning of the season, I would have been better off for sure. Andy Robertson with 67 points, and he's actually an active player, so he's not captaining Salah for some reason. Captaining Haaland, expecting him to score goals. Is he salty at Salah? Is he salty at... What's happening? He's never captaining Salah. Last game week it was Jackson, and he missed out on Salah Hall. This game week it is unbelievable. He's still like, that's criminal, bro. Like, you're playing for the same club, man. Believe in your captain. And Diego Jota back on track for the green arrows, chasing those, captaining. Oh my god, what a legend. So he captains Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson not featuring even a single minute in that game, and he was warming up. Imagine if he just the manager decides to play him. Maresca decides to play him for like 1 minute, and that would be a complete disaster for Gameweek. And not intended captain plays very well for Diego Jota there. That's insane. The Jamie vice captaincy. And Conor Bradley, a little bit falling off, also takes a hit. What is the hit for Conor Bradley? He brings in Saka instead of Mbumo, and he sells Solanke. So both players blank, it's not a big deal. But I think in long term, it's a fantastic move for Conor. And James Justin, Leicester player, plays himself. And it's just unfortunate. I think they conceded there, at the very end. So he was on Aquilino, and he's captaining Mo Salah. Like, he knows ball, bro. He captains Salah. Only Salah and himself captain. Yeah, even Rhys James is not believing in Salah. What is happening there? And there is Haaland with the captaincy, and there is 52 points for Rhys James. And now Anthony Gordon, who scored a goal himself. He has himself in fantasy and captains Watkins, which actually not a bad outcome. 12 points for Watkins. Watkins is a big differential, who is delivering not a lot, but like when he the fixtures now are there. So if you have Watkins, I think it's good to if you keep him, I guess. And then we get his teammate Joe Willock with 57 points. I mean, even 57 points for his rank is a green arrow Saliba, a differential, massive differential there. Look, I'm actually puzzled whether I need to get any Arsenal defender in addition to my Araya, and which defender is that. I already bought Kerkez, but I think I'm gonna be investing in Arsenal stock very soon. Gabriel, again, look, I would have wanted to get Gabriel, but I feel like finally a green arrow for Stormzy, but it's such a small green arrow as well. He captains Haaland. He's like, I think Stormzy this season for him is finished. 14. Yeah, he insists on not bringing in Salah. I feel like he's anti-Salah, and it shows, man. 53 points for Kaisai, minus 4-point hit. He captains... Okay, Palmer, fair enough. And the transfers, it's me, bro. Me and Kaisai, we are in the same club, bro. In the same club of transferring out a crazy differential for that given game week. Isak, who was supposed to be missing the game due to injury, but out of a sudden healed miraculously. It's just... I don't know. And Odegaard instead of Bruno, I think the same outcome. Odegaard didn't deliver, but look, he's an Arsenal fan, and Odegaard may be getting an odd penalty and assist, so yeah, it could be maybe even goal. It could be an interesting differential. FPL Raptor actually beating me now. I'm pissed. I'm actually low-key pissed now, because I'm not supposed to be losing to these fantasy managers. I'm supposed to be better, because otherwise, why would you watch these videos? Just joking. Fantastic team. And I'm happy for him just because he endured a period of having Haaland where he was not delivering and saying that he doesn't need Haaland, and Haaland was delivering, like trusting in Salah wholeheartedly, and Haaland was punishing non-owners big time. So I think this is nice that he's finally getting some green arrows. And then you have FPL Oscar, who is getting a red arrow, but it's not a big deal. 200,000 rank is still a fantastic rank. Harry Daniels getting his rank doubled, but it's also not a big deal. 50,000 after, like, he was due a bad game week, so it's nice to see that it's not like his team is set up fantastically for the next few game weeks. Semenya differential is there as well, waiting to get some playtime. It's actually a miracle that he didn't get any points in that game too. 67 points for Andy. Let's Talk Fantasy Premier League, and he's actually very soon he'll overtake me. And this is not looking good, bruv. We need to figure it out somehow. And he has Saliba at differential, who delivers him these fat green arrow points that are enough to propel him into the 800,000 rank. Faber Borsch, I think a little bit of a red arrow for him. And the problem is that he made 2 transfers, brought in Joao Pedro. Both transfers didn't deliver, but it's nice for maybe for potentially. And he benching, the interesting decision, benching Joao Pedro after making the transfer. Maybe he understands that Fulham are a bit like. I'm actually interested in how Arsenal gonna be playing against Fulham. Will they be able to get some points from Craven Cottage? And then Ben Crellin with 70,000 rank. It's insane how consistent he is, and he was due a red arrow, and he benched Rodgers from Bumo. Interesting decision. I think it's only justified just because Mbumo is on penalties. I played Rodgers. I knew that Rodgers is the player that I need to start. So just because he's playing at home and Brentford concede goals, so 8 points from Rodgers are very, very welcomed. It's a kind of like a low-key differential for me. My team looks very template, but now that I have made a transfer, it is a little bit more differential. We will probably be starting Greaves against Bournemouth, but I may make a swift change. Maybe Hall will start for me. So that is the team. I hope you enjoyed this video. Wishing you good luck in the next game week, and I'll see you next time.